We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Marcos Carbajal, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy really struggled last year. This season is going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Batting third.
Stepping into the box, Gary Mendoza, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in just trying to get their feet wet here in this new campaign as they've split their first 4 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Smith is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem...
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mendoza is right there, 1 down. Ready for another chance? Carlos Varela. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Sent out to straightaway center field. Kelly backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Mendoza. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Seager is there for it. And that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Gary Mendoza. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone. An absolute bomb. That one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Gary Mendoza.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He was a victim last time up. A dive, but he's back in there. Mendoza, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. Digging in once again, Julius Rosenthal. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mendoza moves over. And that's the second out of the inning.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of...
Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the second of 3. Next up for Los Angeles, Gary Mendoza, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And that's the 3rd out. On to the...
Leading off for San Francisco. Shortstop.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Perkins. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Mendoza. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mendoza.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Under it is the center fielder, and the inning is over. Next to bat for the Giants, Joel Burrows. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind.
Striding in once again, Gary Mendoza. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Slater's in pursuit. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready for another shot now, Gary Mendoza. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at-bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Paul DeYoung goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Here's a look over to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
And the throw to first is there. The inning is nighttime shot of it. 4-0 the score tonight. Los Angeles led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Southern California weather at its best. MLB The Show welcomes you to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers. Stepping in, number 6. And a great chance here for the Giants to add on in just the 1st inning. The 2-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mendoza sprinting after it. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes. Next for the Dodgers, Gary Mendoza coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League. Drilled to the left side. And that's through for a hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the 1st stays moving.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter. Paul DeYoung comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And he'll get back in safely. And now they've got him in a rundown. The tag, and he is out. In now, Gary Mendoza, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. So he will touch him all on the grand slam. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Dodgers move out in front now, 4-1.
What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by show track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more important.
So in now for San Francisco, Corey Seager, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Mendoza is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Gary Mendoza will stand in here again, and as he does, it's a good time to flash you back to the 3rd inning of the ball game as you take a look at his grand slam. Obviously a key blow early on. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Ready once again, Corey Seager. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Mendoza will back up and put this away for a long. Stepping in, Gary Mendoza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough. You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6.
From the Queen City, we're live inside Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Settling in now, Gary Mendoza. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. Hard hit at third. Peraza right there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. In now for the Reds, Phillip Ervin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Mendoza is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in, Gary Mendoza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the upper deck and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Leading off the inning, Omar Narvaez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now the 1-1 pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it's gone. Into the box now, Gary Mendoza comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
All right, make your turn. Go two.
Down the line and fair. That's a hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Pitch inside the throw. And he nails him at third. Great throw.
I noticed he had a big lead there at second.
Digging in and looking for more, Omar Narvaez is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Mendoza is there, 2 gone. Ready now for Cincinnati, Nolan Fontana. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Haniger in pursuit. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through. Into the box, Gary Mendoza. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.D. Davis. It was a walk in his last trip. Runner goes for second. Hit hard on the ground to first. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
Hey, we know this manager's not putting on the hit and run sign with 2 outs. Might have just been trying to get in scoring position on his own, give his boy a chance to hit something in a gap and get an RBI, but it worked out either way, and we find ourselves first and third.
Left side, Peraza comes up with it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. So striding forward now, Gary Mendoza. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these 2 lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. Live from the banks of the Ohio. Coming to the plate now, Gary Mendoza, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. As a look, now the pitch. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the upper deck, and gone.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Digging in, Gary Mendoza. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Mendoza.
And now a pitch on the way. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And it's gone as they add still another. So that was the third home run for these guys today.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving.
And now is Yasiel Puig, runner in scoring position with Sugan. The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Henniger ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. At the plate, Gary Mendoza. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Peraza. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central.
Two.
Oh, and he botches it. Kemp blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they now trail by only 3. Gary Mendoza will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 3rd home run of the ball game, and they double him up. It's 8-4.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick.
Gary Mendoza will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is 8-5 tonight. The Dodgers used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Francesco Castilla. Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Reds since 2003, Great American Ballpark. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds. The Dodgers are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Stepping up now, Gary Mendoza, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Into the upper deck and gone. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. Fly ball out toward left center field. Mendoza is in pursuit. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from 3rd. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from 3rd. It's 1-1. Standing in, Gary Mendoza. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Digging in now, number 36. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 36.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Cortez racing back. Gone! Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between. Standing in, Gary Mendoza, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out there.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Irvin going back to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Wow, you'd think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
The 0-1 pitch. Swinging a blooper to the right side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll apply the tag, and he is cooked at home. So coming to the plate, Nolan Fontana. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. High in the air out to center field. Mendoza moves over. And that's the first out of the inning. Gary Mendoza will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Irvin is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Coming to the plate now, Gary Mendoza. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget. Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing,
Now from a rainy Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week. But stepping up to the plate, Gary Mendoza. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate, currently leading the National League in that category. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. To third now, but he's safe as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Heading out towards shallow right. Betts has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. And they get the double play at third. It's a run on 2 hits here for El. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, number 13. And the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Cortez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup. Striding in for the Rockies, Ahmed Rosario, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Mendoza on the move, and the inning is over. In now, Jesse Aquino, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-2.
Aquino.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Mendoza moving forward. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Mookie Betts. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Gary Mendoza. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder has a beat on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Harper Baird. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Mendoza is in his tracks now, and that will retire the side. Ready once again, Steven Song. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Steven Song.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Mendoza looking. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way.
Ready for another shot now. Gary Mendoza. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Baird is up with it on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Gary Mendoza, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Rockies hosted a 3-run first to propel them to. It's a night better suited perhaps to be in a ski lodge somewhere, but next up for Los Angeles, Gary Mendoza. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He stole over 30 bases last year. You don't forget about this guy when he's on the base pass. He's a threat to go at any time. 30 stolen bases is not an easy number to get to.
In now for Colorado, Steve Robles, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's 1-1.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with it.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Mendoza. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a base hit on the line. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. He swings and misses, throw down. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Walker. He set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Walker.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2. Nope.
Digging in and looking for more, Gary Mendoza. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall. Cortez is on his way home. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Striding in once again, Paul DeYoung. Mendoza on third with 2 out. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave one. They still trail it here 2-1. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Harper Baird.
Third baseman, Harper Baird.
Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mendoza sprinting after it. He's got it one away. Digging in to try it again, Gary Mendoza. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So stepping in, Christian Walker. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Christian Walker.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mendoza is after it, and that's the first out of the inning. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Colorado took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. MLB Network comes to you. Kayuri Maya, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
These Rockies guys, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, Dero? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and
striding into the box, number 13. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Kelly onto the grass, and that retires the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Second inning upcoming here in Denver. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Rockies nothing. So striding forward now, Gary Mendoza. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
we all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Number 13 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Dodgers down in order, but they lead it 3-0. Digging in once again, Gary Mendoza.
Gary Mendoza.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't.
Ready to take his hacks again, Gary Mendoza, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. Cortez on at first, nobody out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. McGee is in pursuit, and he makes the catch in the corner. Into the box now, Jesse Aquino. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Aquino.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Mendoza. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Next for the Dodgers, Gary Mendoza. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Going back is the left fielder. Gone!
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game. Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-1.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar. A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player with a hot bat gets a call from his representative.
The California Coastal Air sits overhead as we welcome you to baseball from historic Dodger Stadium. Tonight, the first of this three. Julio Urias, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group. No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
The 0-2 delivery. Runners going. Swinging a ground ball to third.
All right, hold it here, hold it here.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. At the plate, TJ Gasper. He flew out in his last at-bat.
TJ Gasper.
A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed.
So coming to the plate, Gary Mendoza. He reached on a single in his first try.
Gary Mendoza.
Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul for strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit. Next up from New York, Bryant Nowakowski. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Mendoza. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Relay, two.
They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's a 3-0 game. Stepping up to the plate, Gary Mendoza.
Number 12, Gary Mendoza.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Now to the plate, Mitch Haniger. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. One run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. He'll score, and the Dodgers have drawn even. We are knotted at 3. Now at the plate, Gary Mendoza. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Mendoza.
From the stretch. This is line to left. Gasper is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you.
Now at the plate, Gary Mendoza. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Has a look, now the pitch. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gasper going back on it, still going back. And that ball is gone! Santa Maria, game over! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
Downtown L.A. and Dodger Stadium on a fine Saturday night.
Batting third, center fielder, Gary Mendoza.
First delivery to him on the way. High in the air into shallow left center. Almora has it in his sights. 2 gone. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Digging in, Gary Mendoza. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mendoza.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The bouncer to the left side. Right to him. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next for the Mets, Albert Almora, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The left fielder, number 5, Albert.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mendoza has a play. He's got it 1 away. So striding in, Gary Mendoza. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Smoke toward third. And quickly there are 2 away. At the plate, Gary Mendoza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Looking up is Nimmo. And it's gone as they add still another.
Boy, when this guy gets in the groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part, well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
It's a fairly typical. Striding in, Gary Mendoza. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the National League. Now a drive out to left center field.
You're going, you're going, you're going, you're going.
Kelly rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Oh, man, he smoked that ball. Good job right there.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good.
Next up for New York, number 29, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but has plenty behind it, and it's a home run.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was.
Striding in once again, Gary Mendoza. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up pull side of the plate from time.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Gary Mendoza already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And gone. An absolute bomb. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty D, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both.
So stepping in, Blake Swihart, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-2. Lifted into center field. Mendoza has a read on it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Gary Mendoza will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First offering on its way. This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall.
All right, ease up, ease up.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Come on, Flag, get out.
And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Digging in to try it again, Mitch Haniger, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field.
Okay, halfway.
There to pull it in is Machado, and that's out number 2.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base in the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Mendoza. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Bader has a read on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Gary Mendoza. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. High and deep to right center. Bader on the move.
Go hard, you're scoring. Go hard.
But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung.
and this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered
hang on,
if it stayed in the ball.
Right here, right here.
Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to line up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
The right fielder, number 18, Nick Haniger.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets will salvage at least the finale in this three-game series as the ball game is over. 11-9 is how this one ends.